Okay, so ready to dive in. Today we're looking into something pretty wild. It all started with that video everyone's talking about. You know, the one from Berkeley
Uh,
where the police basically just watched as a riot broke out.
right. Against Trump supporters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, well, it's sparked a whole debate, hasn't it? Like, are police in liberal cities, I don't know, are they picking and choosing who to protect? It seems like some folks are convinced they are. And the stuff we're looking into today, well, it kind of adds fuel to that fire.
Oh, this is juicy.
Oh, yeah. So get this. There's this thing on the Berkeley PD website. You're not going to believe this.
Right, you got me hooked. What is it?
Okay, so there's this activist group, Red Nation Rising, right? They tweeted a screenshot of the
Yeah.
Berkeley PD's own website.
Okay.
And the image shows a note that says, like straight up, that the Berkeley PD has this service called Symbolic Arrests for Protests.
Wait, hold on. Symbolic arrests. What in the world does that even mean?
I know, right? So it's basically like Heat Street described it as protesters getting street cred, but without actually getting,
Arrested.
arrested. Yeah.
Yeah.
No physical force, no tear gas, none of that. Just like the look of being arrested.
So they're pretending to get arrested, like it's some kind of performance art.
Pretty much, yeah. It's bizarre.
Wow. Street cred, though. It makes you think, like, some protesters maybe just want to look like they're taking a stand more than they actually want to face any consequences,
Yeah, like how much of this is about actually changing things and how much is about, I don't know, just looking cool? It's a head scratcher for sure. And it kind of makes you wonder, like, is this symbolic arrest service available to everyone? What if Trump supporters wanted to stage a symbolic arrest? Would that fly?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the fact that this was just sitting there on their website for everyone to see as of Tuesday. I mean, that's either really transparent or really tone deaf, right?
Yeah, it definitely plays into that whole bias thing, doesn't it?
Oh, for sure.
Like, are we seriously downplaying genuine concerns here? Are we creating a situation where some groups can just disrupt everything and there's no consequences? It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's designed to, I guess, let people protest without actually disrupting anything, right? But think about it. This could actually make real arrests more likely because it just creates more tension, right? Like between the police and the protesters.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like adding gasoline to a fire, potentially.
And I mean, there's the whole two-tiered justice system argument
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
where it's like one set of rules for certain people and another set for everyone else.
Right.
Is that a valid concern? I mean, what do you think?
Oh, definitely. Especially when you think about that video we talked about at the beginning,
Right.
with the police just standing there during the riot. It just adds another layer to all of this, doesn't it? Like maybe this symbolic arrest policy is part of a bigger strategy to handle certain protests differently, which, I mean, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, and it has serious consequences, right? Not just for public safety, but also for how people view law enforcement.
Yeah, I mean, if people feel like the system is rigged, how can they trust the police?
Exactly, and that leads to even more division,
Yeah,
right?
it's a recipe for disaster, basically.
It's a slippery slope, that's for sure. We've only just scratched the surface here.
Right.
But this whole situation, especially the symbolic arrest thing, it needs way more digging. So to anyone listening, seriously, go check out the Berkeley PD website.
Check it out.
See this symbolic arrests thing with your own eyes. And I don't know, think about it. What does it mean? What are the consequences? It's up to all of us to figure this out.
Absolutely. Like, what does this mean for how the police and different political groups interact?
Yeah.
How does this change protests in the future?
Yeah.
These are things we all need to be thinking about.
Big questions.
Big questions, yeah.
For sure.
All right, well, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for listening.
See you later.